It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Williams is out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Sanders in at the 5 spot.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he's averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to Cleveland. We're about 1 minute into the first. He feeds it to Stuckey. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Walker goes in. It's hauled in by Williams. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Ariza has the open look. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And here's Walker. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. He kicks it to Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Randolph. Back to Williams. 5 on the clock. And it's Randolph penetrating. Memphis the rebound. The kick out to Williams. Stuckey dishes to Randolph. Pelicans pull it in. And here's Walker outside. Walker missing again. Memphis leading. Williams with the ball. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Screen by Sanders. Williams up on top. Guarded by Walker. Here's Randolph. That one wide left. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And the basket by Wade.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Now here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ariza against Kid Gilchrist. Elbow shot is on the way. Davis, the pass to Wade. Inside. Here's Walker. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending. That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And it's Walker again missing.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Walker missing again.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Rodney Stuckey on the wing. They need this one. And Davis sends it back. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Larry Sanders picks one up. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Williams attacking. It's stolen by Davis. Wade has the open look. Good, and Jack gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Dwayne Wade. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Checked in for New Orleans. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Bellinelli comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Williams. Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. Big run right now going for them, 11-2.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. And part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games. And they create that situation with their deliberate style.
And both free throws good for Davis.
And really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
Here's Larkin. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
Jack with a screen on Ariza. And it's denied. Out to the right wing. Now Bellinelli. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Randolph dishes to Ariza. Back to Randolph. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player efficiency rating-wise in Clark, the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James.
Pick up by Hill. Back to Jack. From downtown, Hill, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Bellinelli. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Ariza goes in. Used the screen and took it all the way.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Back to Jack. Goes up on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Larkin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ariza, a screen on Jack. Larkin, the pass to Randall. Larkin kicks to Bellinelli. They get it again. New Orleans leading by 7. 3-pointer, Wade. Here's Hill. And the layup's good off the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Larkin. Randolph up top. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him. Back to Randolph. Pelicans pull it in.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Memphis also making some changes. Smith checked in for Randolph. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Screen by Dallenby. Now here is Jack. He's covered closely. All alone. And he gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Well, guys, Josh Smith, an interesting case. Clark, he shot about 2 triples a game last year, yet for the last 3 seasons, free throw percentage has been under, surprisingly, 55%.
Yeah, and that's terribly troubling. I mean, his three-point percentage improved in Houston, but the free throws, really, he can do much better than that. You look at his stroke, I think it's just a matter of concentration with Josh.
Robinson's checked in for the Pelicans. Walker comes in for Jarrett Jack. And Memphis also making a switch. Sanders is checked in. The shot's good from Smith.
And with Smith and his shooting, a lot of it is mental. I mean, he has a terrific stroke from anywhere. The free throws are all in his head because he can make threes. He's just got to be a little more focused.
And a wide open look for Walker. Another one falls for New Orleans.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Screen by Smith. Larkin dishes to Sanders. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And, you know, thinking again about Smith, he made some big shots for the Rockets last year, but you never know quite what you're going to get with him taking perimeter shots.
New Orleans making some changes here. Henson comes in for Samuel Dallenberg, and it's Kid Gilchrist in for Hill. Now, here's Walker. 6 points for him. Here's Miles. Rebound by Smith.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Bellinelli passes to Barnes. Stolen by Walker. And here we go with Kid Gilchrist heading to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Sanders' shot is good.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And Miles kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Out to the right wing. Here's Walker. That one off the back iron and out. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 7. And the second quarter will get underway. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Trevor Ariza, Rodney Stuckey out there with Williams. Then there's Sanders. And it's Randolph in at the force line. Josh Smith, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
The pass to Robinson. The dish to Henson. And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That's his first foul. Matt Barnes is checked in for Trevor Ariza. Williams against Walker. Wade, right side. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. That's short off the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Williams kicks to Sanders. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Pelicans leading by 6. Walker dishes to Wade. Back to Walker. Tries from 16. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to Houston. Williams against Walker. Feeds to Stuckey. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
Rodney Stuckey, 2 shots.
Greg, you were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clarkie helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
Walker goes in. Excellent D there from Williams.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Stuckey passes to Barnes. To the middle. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Off the pick. And Henson pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Wade misses. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Fires the 3. Rebound, Kemba Walker. For New Orleans, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Wade outside. Henson sets a screen for Wade. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Fires top of the key. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Williams. Kicks to Sanders. Inside, Smith uses both hands to slam it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And it's Walker penetrating. Sanders against Davis. Shot to end this cold run. And the shot is good. Davis has got 6.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Screen by Smith. Williams kicks to Smith. With the teardrop. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. The shot by Wade, no good.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Here's Smith. Passes it to Barnes. Sanders with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Williams for 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Barnes dishes to Smith. And there's the feed to Williams. Screen by Sanders. Williams kicks to Sanders. Here's Barnes. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Miles is checked in. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Zach Randolph is checked in for Larry Sanders. Count the bucket. That's now 8 points for Anthony Davis.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's Miles with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Come on, New Orleans.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Henson. Robinson comes in for Anthony Davis. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Walker. Memphis also making some changes. Lenz checked in for Smith. Reza comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Bellinelli in for Rodney Stucker. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Zach Randolph.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
And so here is New Orleans. Now here is Jack. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Screened by Dallenberg. It's stolen by Ariza. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. And for most every team out there, guys, they're looking for a guy like C.J. Miles. Decent size, natural movement skills, and can absolutely shoot the lights out. Call them buckets because that's a lethal formula.
Len's shot is off.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Williams passes to Randolph. And he goes right over Thomas Robinson and slams it down.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Clock at 6. Puts up the baby hook. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. Dallenberg grabs the board.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Babbitt dishes to Jack. Len grabs the board.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Bellinelli kicks to Williams. Pass to Randall. Dishes it to Bellinelli. Pass to Williams. Randolph sets a screen for Williams. It's stolen by Dallenberg. And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's his first foul. And Memphis making a change here. Napier's checked in. And here is Jack. He feeds it to Miles. Pelicans keep it alive. Robinson passes to Babbitt.
Grizzlies foul call.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Barnes, he's checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Len with a screen on Jack. Here's Napier. He kicks it to Barnes. There's the three. Robinson pulls it in. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And here's Miles outside. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Miles has got 5 now.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Some changes for Memphis. Smith comes in for Zach Randolph. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Bellinelli. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Len to jump ahead so fast. And a final remark, guys, on Len. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
And both free throws good for Napier. Here's Walker. He's got 8. We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. And that one's good. Walker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Napier, guarded by Walker. Good, nice play there from Napier. Pelicans leading by 11. Walker with it. 10 points for him. Davis sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. Walker dishes to Davis. The jump hook. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Stuckey into the lane. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points in the game for Stuckey. Wade outside. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Here's Walker. And the Pelicans get it back. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
And that does it for the first half of play. New Orleans on top, up 11. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Come on, New Orleans! Go!
And as we begin in the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Davis playing very well. He has 12 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players have a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man, oh man, was that fun.
And no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
New Orleans moving it around. Fades. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Williams against Walker. This one for 3. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 5 points so far.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And Walker kicks to Wade. 3-pointer. Rebound by Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's Ariza on the wing. Takes a 3. And again, it's Williams with a 3. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Davis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Larry Sanders picks one up.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Randolph kicks to Stuckey. It's stolen by Davis. And now the Pelicans on the break. They get it back. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Hill, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Walker the pass to Davis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Sanders has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards of those spread 4s.
Yes, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. Back to Walker. From outside the arc. Count that one. Walker's got 13 points.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And Williams, here we go. And the foul on John Henson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for the Pelicans.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Walker in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Shot's good by Walker.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Williams against Walker. Over to the wing. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. No good on the triple. New Orleans leading by 8. Outside, Walker. Outside, Davis. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen,
timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality, maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Greg talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
New Orleans making some changes here. Kidd-Gilchrist, he's checked in for Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Kemba Walker. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Memphis. Shane Larkin comes in for Williams. Here's Larkin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Sanders throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And it's Memphis on the break. Davis against Ariza. All sorts of time. And the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Jack dishes to Miles. Back to Jack. No one near him. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Larkin. Ariza outside. Here's Bellinelli. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Ariza kicks to Sanders. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Now Jack. 6 points for him. And the rejection by Sanders. Here's Larkin. To the left wing. And Bellinelli kicks to Randolph. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Jack. He dishes it to Davis. Nice move. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here's Larkin, defended by Jack. Randolph against Dallenberg. Randolph a screen. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Pelicans leading by 6. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Thomas Robinson comes in for Anthony Davis. And Walker subbed in for Jarrett Jack. There's a screen by Robinson. Walker's shot is off.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Here's Larkin. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ariza passes to Randolph. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time. They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups. I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers even though he still plays under the rim.
New Orleans making some changes here. Hill, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for C.J. Miles. Walker dishes to Wade. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Wade penetrating. That is good. Wade's got 9.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long and still puts up double-double numbers. Average a double-double in 8 of his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
Glenn, a screen. Here's Williams. The shot, no good. Walker with some nice D.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And there's the pass to Hill. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Alex Len picks one up.
And for Zach Randolph, at his experience level, to put up 15 and 10 or better, the last player to do that back in 1999. So it's a rare feat.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Smith with a screen on Walker. Williams kicks to Smith. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Len sets a screen for Williams. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way. They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Screen by Smith. Williams kicks to Smith. Back to Williams. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's 13 points for Darren Williams.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Walker the pass to Robinson. Williams comes with a double team. Robinson dishes to Walker. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done. Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
It's Williams with the drive. Here's Stuckey. The shot is off. Walker with some nice D. Pelicans leading by 6. Robinson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Stuckey outside. Off target at the rim. The third quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Grizzlies trail by 8 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Trevor Ariza out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Matt Barnes. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Len in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Williams kicks to Randolph. Just 4 to shoot. And it's blocked. They recover it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So it's the Pelicans now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Walker goes in. Can't hit from 12.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Ariza with it. Wade picks him up. Outside Williams. The dish to Randolph. Back to Williams. 5 on the clock. Puts up the baby hook. Rejected by Walker. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Pelicans leading by 8. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Wade, right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 6th assist on the night. The Grizzlies shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Williams passes to Ariza. Here's Randolph. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Pelicans ball.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Walker kicks to Wade. Lets it go from 14. And that one comes up a bit short. At the elbow, Randolph. Tipped away. Stolen by Wade. Feeds it to Walker. Wade on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 8. Wade missing again.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Outside Williams. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. And Dallenberg pulls it down. Dallenberg's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Walker. Off target with his 3.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Took him no time at all on that one. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. John Henson's checked in for Dallenberg. Davis comes in for Thomas Robinson. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's C.J. Miles in for Dwayne Wade.
And, guys, it's been a slow decline for Darren Williams the last few seasons. Once considered an elite point guard, he just doesn't have that stature any longer.
Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. And the Pelicans lead by 12. Screen by Smith. Ariza dishes to Stuckey. The kick out to Williams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
And Walker kicks to Davis. Sanders with the steal. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself. Out left to the wing. From deep, Miles. And that's collected by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hill's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Walker the pass to Hill. Back to Walker. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's Walker. Davis with a screen on Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Off the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Larry Sanders picks one up. And that one falls for Davis. And the Pelicans making a change here. Jack's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him. You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, it would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
Randolph's checked in for Memphis. Larkin comes in for Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 14. And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a 2nd or 3rd seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the 2nd round. Meanwhile, Greg, the top seed plays the 4th seed no matter what.
You know, I think in a few cases it would have made a major difference in how the playoffs would have played out. And quite frankly, I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that number 1 seed could play a 7th seed, if you will, in the 2nd round. So I think that's something that the commissioner and the competition committee might want to reassess.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
So far in the game for Randolph, 16 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
And Randolph drops them both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Davis setting the pick for Jack. Kicks it to Davis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Larry Sanders picks one up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Kid Gilchrist, who's checked in for New Orleans. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Larkin. Passes to Stuckey. No luck. Great D that time from Davis. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Miles dishes to Davis. And Shane Larkin gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Outside Jack. 4 on the shot clock. Davis kicks to Miles. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Anthony Davis. That's his
First free throw is good. Dwayne Wade's checked in for C.J. Miles. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 11. Now here is Jack. The feed to Davis. Stolen by Randolph. Larkin, the pass to Sanders. Larkin kicks to Randolph. And the lead is down inside single digits. Randolph's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, Kevin, he outweighs his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with it.
Wade left side. Pass to Davis. Back to Wade. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The first one falls.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Dallenberg's checked in. The Grizzlies trailed by 10. Larkin kicks to Randolph. On the wing, Stuckey. Pass to Sanders. Shot from 12. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Wade outside. Fades and shoots. And the Pelicans miss again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Randolph. And Davis sends it back. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Dishes it to Wade. He feeds it to Davis. Out to Wade. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Larkin. Ariza a screen on Jack. Larkin kicks to Randolph. From the baseline. But they get it back. And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Wade. Darren Williams is checked in for Shane Larkin. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Walker's checked in for New Orleans. Williams with a clean look. No good on the quick three. Pelicans leading by 10. And here's Walker. Davis dishes to Wade. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Randolph a screen. Williams kicks to Randolph. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 7th assist in the game. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. That one goes. Covered. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 12. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Randolph passes to Williams. Beyond the arc. Williams with another miss.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Davis with a screen on Stuckey. And it's Wade penetrating. And he gets it to go. Davis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Stuckey outside. That 3 off the mark. Pelicans leading by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pelicans.
Mark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Davis. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
It's stolen by Davis. 6-second difference between shot and game play.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Picked by Randolph. Williams with the ball. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next.